Next up, baseball player Jake Thomas. Jake was a three-time first-team all-conference outfielder. He's the program's all-time leader in on-base percentage and is among the program's top 10 in hits, home runs, and RBIs. He ranked number 2 in the nation in on-base percentage in 2013 and was selected by the Toronto Blue Jays in the 2015 Major League Baseball Draft. Ladies and gentlemen, please draw your attention to the video board. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jake Thomas.
My first impression of Jake was
forever enshrined in the Binghamton University Athletics Hall of Fame.
I would like to thank everyone involved from the university and athletic department for this tremendous honor. I remember the day I heard of Binghamton for the first time, July 1st, 2010. For collegiate baseball prospects, July 1st of your senior year, or preceding your senior year of high school, was like Christmas morning. It was the first time colleges were allowed to contact potential recruits. Throughout the day, I received calls from all over the country from different area codes I've never seen, always eager to see who would be on the other end. The calls dwindled down in the early afternoon, and I thought that was it for the day. Later that evening, I received one last call with the area code Binghamton, New York. The first thing that popped in my head was, where the heck is that? And I grew up on Long Island, so that's pretty embarrassing. Coach Herbo was on the other line and introduced himself in the program. After the phone call, as with every other call I had taken that day, I immediately called my dad, who was always even more excited than I was. A few weeks later, the coaching staff scheduled to visit with us. My parents and I had visited a half dozen schools, but when we stepped onto the Binghamton campus, none gave me the feeling that this one did. As we were leaving the school to return home, my decision was made. The next 4 years were some of the best of my life. This prestigious university enabled me to receive an education second to none while on a path to pursue my dream as a professional baseball player. I was lucky enough to be coached and mentored by some of the best coaches in the country. I can't thank them enough for the time and effort that they helped put in to make me a better baseball player, but also to make me a better man. Coach Sinicki, Coach Herba, Coach Foley, all the other coaches that I've had, thank you so much. I was very fortunate to be recruited along some of the greatest teammates in the world. Some of them are up there. Not only were they such a tremendous group of people, they were super talented, and to this day are some of the greatest friends that I have. My most cherished memory in a Binghamton baseball uniform, without any doubt, is winning the 2 conference championships and being able to compete in the NCAA tournaments. What makes these memories so special is that they're shared with such an amazing group of people. I would not be here today without the support of my family. Since I was a young kid playing various sports in my grandparents' backyard, my family was always present and supportive. My mom, dad, sister, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, family friends would show up to anything and everything I played, and they would participate. My parents dedicated and sacrificed more than words can do justice. I owe them everything. I could count on one hand how many games my parents missed in my collegiate career. After games, I would go over to my dad and talk. He'd always have this infectious, childlike smile on his face. My dad turned into a staple within the program amongst the players, coaches, parents, and staff. He was the very first father or parent to spend a night in the infamous baseball house, and we had to tuck him in bed early that night. A little less than a year ago, my dad lost his dearly 20-year fight with cancer. I know how happy he was to see me in a Binghamton uniform, and how happy he was to be able to see me marry my wife, Kelsey. When Coach Nicky called to let me know I had the honor of being inducted into the Binghamton Hall of Fame, he told me how proud my dad would be. And I know that to be true. I know he is here right now looking down with a big smile, proud as can be. Thank you.